All right, traders, what I'd like to do in this video is I'd like to teach you about the all-new swing structure indicator that's free inside of the Tickblaze community scripts. Now, like the other videos, this is going to be a breakdown of the software and how it can be used for your trading. And then ultimately, if you're new to Tickblaze, we have an open source peer-to-peer social networking community where you can actually access these indicators inside of the community and then download them into the platform. Now, if you're new, you can just simply import them and trade them. If you're a developer, you can actually use the source code and extend on them as you see fit. Now, this is going to be one of the shorter videos because it's a pretty straightforward concept. Traders will often draw trend lines or they will draw zigzags on a chart to identify market structure. And market structure is basically the study of price action, looking at the highs and the lows. And normally for a trend to form, you need a series of higher highs and higher lows. And for a trend to form to the downside, you would need a series of lower lows and lower highs, right? So let's kind of draw that for a second, right? In an uptrend, you need a series of higher highs and higher lows to create the trend. In a downtrend, you need a series of lower highs and lower lows. And then a lot of times traders will determine the structure based off this. Sometimes the market will trade up with higher highs, then drop down to a lower low, then back to a higher high, and then a lower low, and then a lower low, and then a higher high, and then it's oscillation. And so what we normally like to do is help traders make their lives easier by developing software and indicators that you can have for free to be able to use within the Tickblaze platform so that you don't have to do all of the heavy lifting and draw in your charts yourselves. So I've got two examples here. I've got a 1-minute chart, and then I've also got a Renko chart of gold down here. Now you can see if I zoom out, like the zigzags can be quite, micro in nature. And then you get these big runs here as well. Now I'm gonna just go into the drop down here where it says swing structure. And if you don't want to see the lines, you can take the lines off and you can just see the higher highs and the higher lows. If you want the lines on, you can take the labels off and just see the structure. What's really nice though is that we have this little cog wheel here that if you just click on it and you use your mouse wheel to scroll up or down, watch what happens when I scroll it down. It's going to make the zigzags more micro. If I increase the flywheel here, it's going to basically make much larger swings, and therefore you're going to see huge rotations in the market. On charts like Renko charts down here where you can see every single zigzag, it gets a little bit noisy. And if I come down here and I increase the the rotations a bit, you're going to start to see as the market kind of zigzags. But I'm going to just zoom it out a bit like this. Let's just do that. You can see that as I kind of make things bigger, it's removing all of the smaller rotations. And this can be very, very valuable, especially if you don't want to get, sucked into all of the smaller moves, right? And a good example is if you're like a trend line trader, right? And you were trying to trade trends and you're trying to figure out which trend line break to trade. There's, I've increased the zigzag here to about 50. And if you look, there's just one really, really good trend line that broke right here. And that was the break that led to the huge downtrend for the day, right? Same thing here. There was a downtrend here, right? If you take a look at this, you could easily just see the downtrend on much bigger swings. It breaks the trend here and you get a huge trade out of it, right? You can take a look at these downtrends down here. It breaks down here, it comes up, retests the trend line, break. So if you were trying to look at, say, doing market structure and you're trying to draw zigzags on your chart and you were looking at it from a smaller price action perspective, I start increasing the noise, so to speak, you can start to see that it can get a little bit heavy, right? Every little zigzag in the market, you don't know really how to read that. So my suggestion is to go into the community. You can click on the link below this video. It should take you directly to the post. You can import the zip file and you can install it in your computer. When you go inside of the actual indicator, you can just go in and you can, once you import it, you can go down here to the S's and you can find swing trend right here, swing structure, excuse me. And once you add it to the chart, you'll just go in here and you'll see that you can choose the different settings. You can change the settings. Like I said, these are just color settings and stuff in here. You can do everything from the drop down menu. So if you come up here, you can just control all of the variations that really matter inside the software. Okay. So just a very basic, quick video on, looking at market structure using the swing structure zigzag indicator. And if you want to use it in conjunction to your current trading strategies, you can apply it and keep it really, really clean and easy. If you have any questions, let us know, and we're here to help. Take care, traders, and happy trading.